Hi people, it's me. Yes, it's cold, but we don't go into all of that, do we? I'm just a little old lady. Right, I thought today what I'd do is show you preparation for Zed's lunch, which is due in about, well, dinner, it's due in about an hour. So, you know, I don't like having it cold straight out of the fridge, so I get it ready an hour before, and as long as you don't put it in any sunlight or heat, it's fine. Because please remember that bone changes consistency if it is heated in any way. So you're going to need digital scales. I bought Salter scales for £10 and they have a 15-year warranty. So first of all we take a little dish like this, which weighs 23 grams. And would you like venison, madam, or would you like oily fish? What would you like? Vegetables. What's that? Defrosted jet. Do you want venison or oily fish there? Let's have a look. See if that's defrosted. Yeah, I can mix that. Right, so I'm going to give her a mix of ground chicken carcass, which is obviously quite a high bone dense, you know, a bone rich meal. And though that's fine on its own, we don't want it too high in bone. Right, so I'll also show you the supplements that I add. Actually, let's do the venison first. Yeah. That's what the venison. Let me put this camera down so you can see what I'm doing, people. Sorry, I'm not up to it today. There you are. You can see what the venison looks like. You know, I'd love to tell you that I knew what was in some of this, but I don't. It's just venison, and that's all that matters, really. So now, we don't want it too high in meat, but we also want to make sure there's enough bone because we don't want to mess with the dog's phosphorus and magnesium ratio. And obviously bone has a lot of calcium in it. So I have put just about 48 grams there of venison. I'll show you how much venison I've put in. Put about that much venison in, okay. Right, and the tub weighs 23, so we want to weigh 223. Yes, I could zero out the scale, but I've got used to doing it this way, so I don't really bother. Can you see what I'm doing? Not really. I am still not very well, people. I am sorry. Right, so we're just adding it's literally a ground, you know, all of this is human grade, by the way. It comes from the catering industry. You know, it's not in any way second grade meat or anything. But Zed has put on enough weight now, though, you know, she liked having bigger meals. So that's 209. And you soon get used to what kind of weighs what. That's 219. I mean, you know, I'm going to put what we don't use in here into a training bag. That's 226. That's fine. See, there's a little tiny bit left in there which I'll put in a training bag. And then right now the vegetables are not part of the weight. You only weigh the meat. So this is how the vegetables come. These are called blitzed vegetables. Yes, the machine's broken at the moment. Now you want to think in terms of what a rabbit would have in its gut. So, you know, there you go. That's what she's having. And this is pumpkin, apple, cabbage, that sort of thing. I've got a different lid on it. So, right. What's that? Then we've got to add her supplements. So, let's take you over here. Hi. Take you over here. Now into this we've got to add, she's on what is at the moment a treatment dose of glucosamine and chondroitin. That's 2 tablets for her weight per day, or what's her size? She's medium dog. So for her size it's 2 tablets a day for a month, and then she goes down to 1 tablet split in half over 2 meals. So she has a full tablet in the morning and a full tablet in the afternoon. I've got to crush that. I mean, you could give them the tablet as a tablet, but you know, if you can mix it into their food, it just makes it a lot I think less stressy for the dog. I mean, she's actually very good with taking tablets, believe it or not. Little Miss, I will never have my claws cut. Yeah. I mean, obviously there's going to be an element of chalk. Now, this chondroitin, this glucosamine and chondroitin, or chondroitin, the glucosamine comes from marine crustaceans, and the chondroitin comes from squid. So it's a totally natural product. It is not in any way a chemical product. And into this, she also has, in every meal, she has a scoop of Keeper's Mix, same company. Now, I make sure it's very not compacted, and she gets just under a scoop in each meal, and this is for, you know, just general well-being, you know, coat, digestion, etc. It's got kelp seaweed in it. So that will be Zeddy's meal. Sorry, I'm sniffing. I'm still sniffing. I'm beginning to feel that I'm never going to be well again. Excuse me. Okay, so that's a meal for Zed, and she has 2 of these a day. I'll, you know, when it's put on a plate, I'm just mixing that chondroitin and glucosamine, or glucosamine and chondroitin, and you know, there's some nice chunky bits. And I think that's even a little bit. I think there's a bit of kidney in there, venison kidney. That's nice. So that'll be her dinner for when she's done her work later. And obviously you put a lid on it, because, you know, just in case this flies around, not that there will be in this weather. So that is Zed's dinner, and I put it over there so it's, of course, out of the sun. Okay, so no sun, no heat. Please do not put it anywhere near where it can get hot or warm. I mean, you know, if you've got like your treat bag in your pocket and your body heat, that's fine, but you just don't want it getting at all heated. You know, as soon as that bone changes consistency, it is dangerous to your dog's bowel. It really, really is. So it has to be raw bone only. So you know, if you think of a chicken carcass that's had the breast taken off, the wings off, and the legs off, they then grind that, and you'd be surprised how much meat's left on it, trust me. But, you know, I do find, you know, though we want solid stools, we don't want our dogs straining and being constipated, and it is a fine balance. You know, there are 3 main raw diets. There's the BARF diet, which is an acronym for biologically appropriate raw food. There's the RMB, which is raw meaty bones, and then there's the prey model diet. I think Zed's somewhere between the BARF and the raw meaty bones, because I do tend to, it's chicken carcass based, and then I add in, you know, this morning she had oily fish in the form of sprats mixed in. You know, it's around about the 50 gram mark, so that's a quarter of the weight of her meal that I add in. You know, I mean, obviously the fish has the bones all ground up as well. So, you know, I hope this is of some help. If you've got any questions, I will do my best to answer them down below. Just so you know, Keeper's Mix, you know, Dorwest brand, is available in over 20 countries. I should imagine most of them are Europe. But I don't see why you couldn't get them in the USA if you wanted to. So that's it from us, and I'm sorry that I'm not bringing you very much at the moment, but yeah, the bearings are going in the fan, and unless we've got really good quality light, we get the blurring. Okay, so I'm doing the best I can, people. Okay, and I do hope you all have a lovely Christmas. I didn't even realise it was Christmas next week. That's just worrying. Okay, people. So bye, take care, and love you little dogs.